right.
I don't appreciate that tone.
This is an iconic movie, it's been almost 20 years, since the original. So what has it been like being part of, the remake, and have you gotten to, see the original movie and maybe talk to some of the original cast members?
We haven't gotten to talk to any original cast members, but I mean, I grew up on the movie, so getting the audition for this was like epic, and I couldn't believe it. And I really liked being a part of it because it just, I grew up in Virginia, so having snow days when they actually did stick, like the snow stuck to the ground, that movie was like a staple of those times. You get your friends together and you watch Snow Day.
I have seen the original movie, but since I was born after it came out, I wasn't familiar with it until I auditioned. And we had a cousin in town who watched the original movie in the theater when she was a kid. We all decided to watch the movie together, and we did, and I'm like, yes, I'm in. Let's do this. This is so cool.
What has been your favorite part about being in this movie and, bringing this to a new generation?
This was so much fun, and talking to people and then saying like this was their like family classic Christmas movie that they grew up watching every year. It just made it that much more exciting, and I'm really hoping that this one can be that for a new generation of families.
Bringing this movie and reimagining it as a musical, I think it takes a totally different and such a cool turn. It's a classic movie, right? So I feel like everyone has that sort of like love and admiration for each of the characters, the movie in general. So now having it reimagined as a musical, I feel like people can actually connect with the characters more, and because we have these such fun and amazing numbers that just really get to you, and they help portray every struggle that each of these characters are going through, and it really makes you feel like you have a special connection to them, which is really great.
My favorite part about filming this movie was the singing and dancing. That was a new experience to put into a movie for me, and that was so much fun to be able to incorporate into a really happy movie. When you watch this movie and you see the dynamics between us, it was the same thing behind the camera and off camera. So that was such a dream to be able to do.
You're, in the remake here, and some of the people in this generation that are seeing this movie may not have seen the original. So I want you both to just quickly explain your character and how they kind of fit into the overall theme of the story. Ky, we'll start with you.
Yeah, so Snow Day is about the Brandston siblings. That's us, Hal and Natalie, and it's their quest to conquer the Snow Day. Hal is, there's two different Hals. There's Hal and there's Snow Day Hal. They're very, very different. Regular Hal is very withdrawn, very nervous, very, unsure of himself, and he's in love with Claire. He always wants to go after Claire, but he never has that drive to do so until Snow Day. Snow Day Hal is a completely different beast. He is fiery, he is ready to go, and he goes for it. And so that's what this film is about. At least my end is Hal going after the girl of his dreams.
Natalie is a super feisty, super energetic, and she's just, her goal, her job, her mission is to take down her arch nemesis, Snowplowman. And that's where her side of the story focuses. And it's such a really awesome side of the story when, she's working with her two friends, Eli and Wayne.
Well, I mean, the whole movie is about kids pursuing their dreams, and who doesn't want to watch like a musical Snow Day version of the Goonies, Like kids taking charge and seizing the moment. I mean, they don't end up with a pirate ship at the end of it, but my character, Claire Bonner, is Claire, Hal's love interest. So she is the one he's pursuing today. He is just the sweetest. Just the sweetest. And my character is not Queen Bee, but very popular in the school, and she's friends with everybody. She knows just about everybody except Hal. she kind of goes on this journey of really finding her own self-worth because of Hal. You know, he presents to her the idea that who she is internally, you know, as a person is important and it matters, whereas the world that she's lived in didn't value it so much.
I play Lane. I play Hal's best friend. And Lane is the type of girl who will do anything for a friend, especially her best friend. She's this fun, fearless, sarcastic girl who just wants, at the end of the day, her best friend to be happy, and she'll be his guide and his mentor and do anything it takes for him to get the girl of his dreams. So she's determined, and I've learned so much playing her, because I myself am not that. I'm a bit more of an overthinker than, whereas Lane isn't one at all. So I feel like I as I got to explore her, I learned so much from her that I can take in for myself.
You mentioned all of these musical numbers, so I want both of you to tell me, what was your favorite musical number to film, and what was, pre-production like before, heading into the actual filming of it?
Probably The Best Is Yet to Come. But Snow Day, the opening number, was fun still, but The Best Is Yet to Come was the most fun because Fabi Aguirre, which plays Lane, and she became our best friends, and we were able to work on that together and rehearse it together and film it together, and it just created a really, really awesome musical number.
My favorite one to shoot was the finale. It was such a fun choreography, and we got to work with our incredible choreographers, Christian and Cassie Dallasy and Heather Laura Gray. Working with them and having them on set and being mentored by them was such an honor, and it was such a fun number to film on the snow with, it really does feel like, me being from Florida, or being raised in Florida, I don't really get that this much often. So feeling that on while we were filming this was incredible.
The final sequence of the final scene and the final song was a massive 4-day shoot out in the snow, and they'd custom built an ice rink, and there were incredibly talented ice skaters going around and doing figure work and partner work. Watching them perform was amazing. We had the incredibly talented crew doing their work, us slipping and sliding in the snow trying to dance but falling over. Since
we are Celeb Secrets, I'm wondering if you guys have any secrets from behind the scenes, something that I really want to know. Obviously this movie is called Snow Day. Is the snow real? You have some secrets, behind the scenes stuff. You gotta tell me about that.
The snow is genuine. It was genuinely chilly. It was
100%.
minus 20 degrees.
And then in Fahrenheit, it was 15 degrees. And I wanted to faceplant in the fluffy snow so bad. It was white and beautiful. I just wanted to fall forward and land and just lay in it. But a secret that it's kind of really cool is you'll see it in the trailer when the snow cannon comes out of the snowplow. That's all CGI, visual effects. In real life, they had our director, Michael Lembeck, and many of the crew, they were throwing snowballs at us, and we actually had to try to dodge them and run. It was like a real snowball fight in the snow with snowballs, perfectly shaped snowballs, may I add, were thrown at you. That was really cool.